During that Today Show town hall, Trump's family joined him on stage to talk Papa Don. Last night, the Wall Street Journal published a story that featured an interview with the frontrunner in which he said that he's planning a major shift in his campaign, and we are already starting to see the signs of the fruits of that shift. Recently, Trump has traded in his TV hits for other print interviews. Next week, Trump is planning to deliver his first in a series of foreign policy speeches using a machine that he's often raged against, the teleprompter. And during that town hall this morning, his family discussed the lesser seen, toned-down side of the Donald.
We're proud of him. I mean, the man's done something that no one's ever done before, and they've tried to hold him back the entire time. I mean, they've really tried to hold him back.
There is the image as the business guy, but when you see him around a family table, I mean, the sense of humor, the love, playing golf with my 20-month-old, like teaching her how to swing a golf club, it's a special moment. It's really incredible to watch, and it's a totally different side that no one really gets to see.
My whole life, I've watched as he's ripped stories out of newspapers that he's read about something that's happened to somebody or adversity that somebody's being faced with, often put in a situation where they don't have the power to affect change and they were unfairly put there. And he'll actually proactively reach out to that person to help them. And that's not reported, that's not seen, but I've witnessed it my whole life. So he's incredibly empathetic in that regard to what's happening to other people.
So, Mark, Trump's pivoting in a lot of ways right now and conducting his campaign differently than what we've seen for the past few months. This is a particular thing. This is a charm offensive, a PR war. How's that going?
It's going well. I think it's beyond charm. It's about convincing the people who are skeptical of him, including the elites, that he can win a general election, that he'd be a good president, that he'd have coattails if he were the nominee, and that he can be a serious person, which would affect all those things. So, yes, winning primaries is big, obviously. Yes, the inside game of converting delegates is a big deal. But this PR thing, I think, is in some ways the thing they're doing most effectively right now, because seeing Trump with his family, seeing him give serious interviews to serious newspapers, giving a foreign policy speech, all very effective.
I think there's it's easy to put these things down as a PR matters. The bottom line is that the people who become president of the United States, Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, all those people are able to perform in settings like this one we saw Donald Trump performing at this morning with his family, seeming not like a normal person and seeming like a charming person. All those things are things that he's largely eschewed so far. And I think you're right in terms of reassuring elites, and that's part of the game here. It's not just about collecting these delegates; it's about getting to Cleveland and having elites kind of look at you and say, I wouldn't mind having that guy on the big stage and representing our party.
Our last three presidents had young children when they ran the first time. They didn't have adult children who could speak the way these adult children can. All the kids, I think, do very well for him, and they contextualize him in a way that is super powerful. And, people need to envision, in the Republican Party for Trump to win, they need to envision him as the leader of the party and the president, and that helps a lot. But again, so does, if he does it effectively, a big policy speech.
Right.